All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday? Yes, it's Tuesday. I don't have the board in front of me to remind me. We are doing the videos from home for a couple days, but we are still here. We are going to do our daily gentle stretches, followed with some morning mindfulness. Being that I am at home and that it's still really chilly out, you'll see the Bears slippers again. Plus the fact that they actually looked like a football team on Sunday. I don't mind wearing them again. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great day. And we'll go ahead, we'll get right into the quote. So it says, in every day, there are 1,440 minutes. That means we have 1,440 daily opportunities to make a positive impact. I'll go ahead and read that again. In every day, there are 1,440 minutes. That means we have 1,440 daily opportunities to make a positive impact. I really like this quote. Sometimes we think about, 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week. I don't think I've ever thought about how many minutes are truly in a day. And sometimes if you just sit for a minute and do nothing, for a minute, you realize actually how long a minute can be. So I think this is a great reminder that we have that time, we have a lot of time to make the most of. And to make a positive impact doesn't always require a whole lot, right? We know and we've discussed sometimes it's just a smile, right? Sometimes it's just offering a listening ear. Sometimes it's just tuning everything else out and giving yourself that positive impact of a quiet moment, right? Even a quiet minute, if you will. And even if you sit for 1 minute, one whole minute, doing nothing in pure silence, you still have 1,439 minutes left, right? So I think this quote is a great reminder that we do have time, and it's just how we prioritize it, and it's how we make the most of it, right? Not always easy, of course, not always easy. I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, we have all the time in the world, because sometimes those minutes can speed up and we don't always know where they went or what we did with that time. But it's a good reminder that every single day we've got more than a couple of minutes to give our best, to do our best, and hopefully make that positive impact either on the world outside of us, those in our network, community, or even for ourselves. So I'm going to ask the next 60 minutes of you guys just to join us along, do our gentle stretches, and then we'll follow that up with our morning mindfulness as usual. So let's go ahead, let's get to our starting positions, and we'll get going on this cold, chilly Tuesday. All right, you guys, so you can see the bear slippers in full effect, not even mad about it. We'll take a sip of tea and we'll get to our starting position and we'll get going here. So go ahead, bring your feet flat to the floor, have your knees bent, feel your hips heavy, rooting into the chair beneath you. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders down, and we'll start as we always do with 3 deep breaths. I invite you here to close the eyes as we inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, open those eyes again. Come on back into the space that you're in, and we will start with our stretches. So as always, we'll begin with our legs here, our lower extremities. So go ahead, bring them straight out in front of you as best as you can, and then we'll start by pointing and flexing the feet here. Good, so just starting to get a little movement here in the ankles, waking the body up, stirring that energy. Now, as always, I invite you, if you're unable to see physical motion in the body, go ahead and close your eyes and then see if you can watch as the body moves energetically. Good, and of course, continue to pair that breath with the movement, right? Pairing intention and visualization with the action. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, keep those legs nice and long, but you can rest the heels down on the ground. You'll flex your toes back into the body. Take a breath in as you lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, gently reach down in the direction of your toes here. Good. Now maybe you end up at your toes. Maybe your body feels better here with your hands at your shins or even at your knees, right? There's no right or wrong here. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It's all about how it feels in your body. And start to notice how you feel, right? What do you feel in the back of the legs? What sensations are in the calves or the hamstrings? And then start to soften. Relax the shoulders. Release any tension in the jaw. And keep the breath smooth and steady. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back up to seated. Awesome job. We'll bring our feet flat to the floor again. Put a bend in the knees. Return to that starting position and we'll take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice work, you guys. All right, getting into our hip adductors. So that's our inner thighs here. We're going to draw our knees in opposite directions. Just gently pulling the thighs away from one another. Now you can use the muscles of the hips and the legs to pull those legs away from one another, or if available, using a hand, maybe a forearm, just to add a little extra pressure here. Maybe deepening the stretch, and then coming back to the breath, right? Releasing tension in the shoulders, keeping the spine long, the breath flowing. Nice job, you guys. Easy with the breath, gentle with the stretch. Good. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly draw those legs back together. Come on back towards midline, and we'll take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job, you guys. All right, getting into the backside of our hips now. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, ground through our legs here. Lower half of the body is heavy. Take a breath in, and then we'll bring our right leg up into the body here, gently squeezing it into the torso. Right, so breathing into the backside of the right hip here. Good. You can stay in this position or bring the leg over the opposite one. And then continue to breathe. Breathe into your body, feel into sensation, and notice what's coming up. Be gentle with the stretch, release any extra tension, and keep the breath flowing. Good. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release. Let that leg go. Nice job, you guys. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So once more, sit up tall, lengthen through the spine, breathe in. And then we'll bring our left leg up into the body here, gently squeezing it into the torso. Good. Again, staying here in this position, breathing into the backside of the hip on the left this time, or if it feels okay, bringing this leg over the opposite. Good. And then just moving the breath. Notice what you feel back here. Maybe something different. Maybe it's the same. Maybe there's no sensation, right? No right or wrong here, just noticing. Good. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release, let that leg go. Ha. Nice job, you guys. Come on back to that starting position and we'll take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we are done with our legs, our lower extremities, so we'll move into our trunk here. So come on back, bring those feet flat. Feel your hips heavy, rooting down to the seat beneath you. Sit up nice and tall as you lengthen the spine. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, gently twist over to the right. Good. Now, as always, you have a couple options with your hands. You can bring them to the leg, maybe the chair, wherever it feels best in your body. And then continue moving the breath. Create length as you sit up tall. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently deepen the twist, maybe bringing the gaze over the right shoulder. Good. Smooth and steady with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take another breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly come on back towards center. Nice job, you guys. We'll go ahead and switch sides once more. Sit up tall, breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently twist over to the left. Again, bringing the hands to a position of your choice. Wherever you can create a little leverage, wherever it feels comfortable. And then continue breathing. Inhale, sit up tall, lengthen the spine. Exhale, gently twist a little deeper. Maybe the gaze comes over the left shoulder. And then continue breathing. Breathing into sensation, easing into the stretch. Nice job, you guys. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly come on back towards center. Awesome job, you guys. We'll take a breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job. Okay, we're going to keep our legs exactly where they're at. Legs stay heavy, feet are flat, and then just start to round the body. We're bringing our hands down towards our feet, maybe all the way towards the floor. And we're just going to start to breathe into the low back here, allowing the muscles of the lumbar spine to gently stretch open. If it feels okay, you can release the weight of the head forward, further opening the back body. Wherever you're at, continuing to move the breath. If there's any restriction or compression in the breath, just back off a little bit. And continue to find a spot that feels best in your body. Easing into the stretch, moving the breath, slow and steady. Whenever you're ready, take another inhale. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly round back on up towards seated. Good. Bring your spine back in line. Give yourself a minute here. Let the blood pressure settle. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Nice job, you guys. Open those eyes. And then we'll get into the front of our body here. So once again, starting position, sit up tall, lengthen through the spine, take a breath in. And then we'll start by squeezing our shoulder blades together here. Good, so just broadening across the chest, opening up through the pecs. Try not to hike your shoulders here either. Leave them nice and relaxed as you open up across the chest here. Now, several options. Depending on the height of your chair, you can take your spine up and over. This chair is a little higher, so I'm just going to push my shoulders into the back of it and then pull my front body forward. Arms can come to either side, and maybe the gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Keeping the breath easy, allowing blood flow. You don't want any restriction through the back of the head. And then continue breathing. Breathing into the belly, across the chest, feeling into the pecs, all the muscles and tissues around the neck and the throat. Feeling expansion with every inhale and a softening with every exhale. Nice job, you guys. Moving the breath smooth and steady. Take another breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, come on back up towards seated. Nice work, you guys. Let's take a breath here to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome work. All right, you guys, we're done with the trunk. We're now going to get into our arms here, upper extremities. So as always, you want to come back to that starting position. Try to maintain a long spine the whole time. And then we've got a couple options with our hands. You can take fingers in between, you can cup them over one another, or you can use the strength of one hand to assist the other. Now, whatever grip you take, we're going to gently lift our arms up and away from the body here. So with the inhale, lifting those arms up, flexing at the shoulder, right? Taking this arm up and away from the body. And then finding a place that feels good for you. Breathing into the stretch. Acknowledging what your body's telling you and listening to that. If you need to back off, maybe hands come to shoulder height. If they need to lift up off the legs and just stay right here, that's okay too. Wherever it feels good for you. Notice where the stretch is. Breathe into that sensation. Try to ease into this posture. Nice job. Wherever you're at, take another inhale, maybe stretch a little higher. And then as you exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lower those arms down. Nice job, you guys. Letting the shoulders be heavy once more. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job. All right, we are going to get into our scapular glide. So that's shoulder blades here. For those of you that are in person at the program, you can bring your hands to the tables in front of you. For everyone else at home like me, I'm going to turn to the side and show you guys. So if you have a flat surface, you can place your hands right on top. If you're like me and you don't have one in the room that you're doing this in, you can just imagine pretending you're sliding your arms up along a flat surface here. And you're just drawing those arm bones away from the body here. What you're trying to do is get a little motion in the shoulder blades, right? So if you need to feel the difference, pull the shoulder blades in towards one another, squeeze them to the middle of the back, and then draw them away from each other so they wrap around the rib cage. Good. And wherever you're at, continue breathing, drawing the arms up and away from the body as you glide the shoulder blades up and around the rib cage. Good. Release any tension in the neck or shoulders. Try to soften into this stretch. Wherever you're at, take another breath in. And then exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. Come on back towards center. Nice job, you guys. Bring those shoulder blades back to the back side of your torso. I'll go ahead and return to the starting position. Go ahead and face front again. And let's take that breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we are going to get into the back side of our shoulders now. So once again, return to that starting position. Feet are flat, hips are grounded, heavy, rooting down towards the floor. Lengthen through the spine, sit up nice and tall, take a breath in. And then we'll bring our right arm up and across the body. Good. Now, as always, we have a couple options. One, just reaching that hand away from you. Two, you can bring the hand to the opposite shoulder here, offering a little support. Maybe give it a gentle tug. Notice what you feel back here. And then option 3, if available, using your free hand to bring that arm up and across the torso. Good. And then again, coming back to the breath, easing up on any tension, releasing any tightness. If there's pain or forcing, just back off a little bit. Otherwise, continue to breathe. Softly in, softly out. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly lower, let that arm go. Nice job, you guys. We'll switch sides. So once more, sit up tall, breathe in. And then we'll bring our left arm up and across the body. Again, a couple options. 1, just reaching that hand away from you, crossing midline. 2, you can bring your hand to the other shoulder. Notice what you feel on the back side of the left arm as you give it a gentle tug. And then if available, using your free hand to pull that arm across the torso. So finding the position that feels best for you. Breathing into sensation, easing into the stretch. Good. Softly in, softly out with the breath. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly lower, let that arm go. Nice job, you guys. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. So good. All right, my favorite part, as always, we'll get into those shoulder rolls. So drawing those shoulders up to your ears and back down again. Up to the ears and back down again. Good. Just getting some mobility throughout the whole shoulder girdle, releasing any tension or tightness in the upper arms, the neck, all through the shoulders. Make sure to go forwards as well as backwards. Maybe go side to side, whatever feels good in your body. And of course, keep the breath moving. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, come on back to that starting position. We'll bring our feet flat, knees bent, hips heavy. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine as you breathe in. And as you exhale, gently drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Good, and then just start to let everything be heavy. Maybe close the eyes if that feels okay. Feel the weight of the head as it pours over towards the floor. And continue to breathe. Breathing into the left side of the neck, allowing the tissues to soften, watching and feeling as the muscles stretch away from one another. And continue moving the breath softly in and softly out. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back up towards seated. Nice job, you guys. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So once more, lengthen through the spine, breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. Good. Once again, closing the eyes if that feels okay. Letting the head and the shoulder be heavy. Releasing down towards the floor. As you breathe into the right side of the neck this time. Tissue softening. watching as the muscle melts around the bone. And releasing a little more with every cycle of breath. Softly in and softly out. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release the chin down towards the chest. And then begin to make small circles with the head and the neck. Allowing the stretch to move through all corners of the cervical spine. Breathing into sensation. Easing into the stretch. When you're ready, be sure to switch directions. Evening out the rotation. Evening out the stretch. And continuing to breathe. Smooth and steady. Feeling into the body. As you're ready, slowly bring your head back in line with the spine. Once more, return to that starting position. Lower half of the body heavy, grounding towards the floor. Spine is long and lifted. Relax the shoulders down. And we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. Once more, I invite you to close the eyes as we inhale through the nose. Pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, softly open the eyes. Come on back into the space that you're in. And that ends our stretches for today. So thank you guys so much for joining for that portion. I'm going to get set up for mindfulness over here. So hold tight. I'll be with you in a second. Thanks. Guys, hold tight here while I get this set up. Actually, elevate this just slightly. There we go. All right, and who do we have out there? Good morning, Miss Rita. Hello, hello. Good to see all of you out there. I hope you guys are staying warm. I'll be honest, I have a blanket set up for my legs. Yesterday when we were in the program, it was so chilly. My legs got so cold just sitting for a while, right? During the mindfulness. But I'm a cold human, so I require an extra layer or two. All right, let's get this set up here. Okay. All right, you guys. I hope you are all doing well out there. And if you missed the quote this morning, I'm going to read it one more time because I really like this one a lot. It says, "In every day, there are 1,440 minutes. That means we have 1,440 daily opportunities to make a positive impact." Right? So to me, this quote just shows the sheer volume of time that we have in a given day. Now, it doesn't always seem like that, right? Sometimes we get to the end of the day and it's like, whoa, what just happened? Where did the time go? But I do think this shows how many minutes are truly in our day and maybe allow us to reflect on what we're doing with those minutes. The good news is, like we talked about at the beginning, offering someone a smile, holding a door open for someone, even a simple thank you, right? Those are all something that take less than a minute and they can make a really big impact on someone else's day. So you don't even have to use all 1,440 of them. You can use just one. As I said at the beginning, I've asked about 60 minutes of you guys joining this video, and we'll head into the final 20, right? So I set a timer here for 20 minutes, so 20 of those 1,440. And those 20 minutes are a brief opportunity for you guys to make a positive impact for yourselves, right? And we always talk about starting with ourselves. You can't pour from an empty cup. So if you don't give yourself those minutes to reset, if you don't give yourself that love that you deserve and that compassion that you deserve, then you're probably not going to be able to show up to others. So let these next 20 minutes be just for you, right? And allow that to be the positive impact for your day. So as always, I will guide you guys through this. We do have a timer. We'll hear 2 bells. The first will indicate that our time has started, and the second will indicate that our practice has ended. What you do with that time in between is entirely up to you. Those are your 20 minutes, right? As are the rest of the moments in the day. But if you show up, all I ask is that you arrive, right? There's no agenda. There's no expectation. For this practice that we're doing this week, it's simply about tuning into the breath and seeing what we see, seeing what we feel, right? So trying to follow each inhale and follow each exhale. So I'll offer you guys verbal guidance throughout. Feel free to follow that, or feel free just to take these next several minutes to sit, relax, and have the 20 minutes to yourself. So wherever you're at, find that comfortable position, either seated. If you're at home and you want to do this lying down, as long as that's safe and comfortable, feel free. Just start to ease into this posture, ease into these moments. So once again, I invite you for the next several minutes to simply arrive. Allow yourself to show up to this time, this space, without expectation, without an agenda. See if you can let go of any worries or fears, any anxieties. Give yourself permission to put down or let go of any distracting thoughts. Anything that you don't need in this very moment. Allow yourself to release it. And if you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Soften your gaze. turn your focus inward. Let all of your attention settle on your inner being in this moment, right here in the present. With your eyes closed, see if you can see yourself. Using the mind's eye, allow yourself to visualize or imagine or picture, however you describe it. Let yourself observe yourself, both physical and energetic bodies, seeing you as you are, from head down to your toes, front of the body to the back, one side to the other, and inside to out. Many parts, all connected. Seeing, feeling, sensing into your complete being. Take a soft breath in, and then a soft breath out. Take a soft breath in, and a soft breath out. As you're ready, when you're ready, start to observe your breath, watching it, feeling it, seeing it in its complete entirety, watching as the air travels into your body, filling your being, filling you up, and then watch as it exits back out, releasing back into the environment around you. And then again, follow it as it travels into the nose, swirls in the throat, fills up your lungs, and then see it in reverse, leaving the lungs, passing back through the throat, and out your nose, out your mouth. Trying to picture it, feel it, sense it, watching it every part of the way. Once again, seeing as it enters your body, travels through the nose, swirls in the throat, comes into your lungs, and then back out, emptying the lungs, through the throat, out the nose and mouth. Continue breathing in this way, watching every breath in and every breath out. Every breath in and every breath out. Every breath in and every breath out. Acknowledging each cycle of breath for what it is. Life-giving, form-changing, energy-providing, seeing the force, feeling the force as it travels into your body, and then as it travels out of your body, into your body, out of your body, in, out, in, out. Continuing to follow the breath in this way, knowing that at any point, if you get distracted or your mind wanders, that's okay. Our minds are meant to think, they're meant to process. So acknowledge your thoughts that have appeared and acknowledge the distractions. Notice where your mind has gone. But then just as quickly as it left, come back. Give yourself permission to return to the breath. Refocus on this moment. Reconnect with the present. By watching the breath in and watching the breath out. Watching the breath in, watching the breath out. Watching the breath in, watching the breath out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. If you need a more concrete point of focus, something more physical than the breath itself, I invite you to find a spot on your body, somewhere that's physically affected by the breath, somewhere that you can feel the breath or notice the breath. Maybe it's your nostrils, sensing the air rushing in and rushing out. Maybe it's the back of the throat, noticing the warm breath as it swirls around through each cycle. Maybe it's the lungs, the chest, feeling your rib cage expand with every inhale and soften with every exhale. Maybe it's the low belly, feeling just beneath your navel, feeling it jut out with every inhale, and then watch as it sinks back in with every exhale. Wherever this spot is for you, let that be your focus. Let that be your anchor. Either the breath itself or a physical spot on your body. Let it secure you in this moment. Stabilize you despite the chaos, despite the storm. Let it be your anchor. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Just as the anchor steadies the ship, allow your breath to steady your mind. If you haven't already, or if you need to try again, come back to each cycle. Try to follow the breath for one full cycle. Following the entire inhale, and then following the entire exhale. If you get distracted, or you can't complete one full breath, that's okay. Try again. As long as the breath is moving, you have infinite amount of opportunities to reconnect, refocus, restart. Give yourself permission to begin again. Watching as the breath comes in, watching as the breath goes out. Either following the breath itself or focusing on your anchor point. Seeing and feeling one complete inhale followed by one complete exhale. If you're able to follow for one full breath, try for two. If you can observe for two, try and follow for three. If you can feel three, go for four. And when you can observe for four, just keep going. Continuing to observe the breath. Watch it. Feel it. Sense it. Every cycle, the breath in and the breath out. Always knowing that at any point, if the mind wanders or you get distracted, that is okay. Notice, acknowledge, but then come back to the breath. Give yourself another chance to reconnect with this moment, making the most of this minute. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Coming into the final few minutes of our practice, I invite you to just continue to breathe, watching the breath, watching your anchor point. I will let go of my verbal guidance and continue to breathe with all of you, We'll hear one final bell indicating that our time has ended. And until then, just continue to breathe, knowing that at any point you can start again, reconnect, refocus, return to the present. Watching the breath in, watching the breath out, watching the breath in, watching the breath out. Breath in, breath out. Take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Allow yourself to let go of any focus, any anchor points. To start to come back into your body, feeling into your fingers, your toes. Starting to wake up your physical form. Maybe even begin to deepen the breath. If you wish to stay here, breathing, focusing on this present moment, by all means, please do so. Otherwise, as you're ready, when you're ready, softly blink the eyes open. Come on back into the space that you're in. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Start to wake up the physical form. For all of you in the program that have dozed off, start to wake up. As always, thank you guys so much for continuing to show up, continuing to connect with all of us. Even virtually, I can feel your presence. I am so grateful for your participation, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. We will be back this afternoon. We'll be live from the program. Jamie and Alex will continue our rehabilitative strengthening at 1 o'clock. Please join along for that. Otherwise, we will be back tomorrow, 10 o'clock, morning mindfulness again. Stay warm out there, stay safe, and as always, continue to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thanks so much.